Hey everyone. This is the Vapi.AI platform that allows you to build voice agents backed by AI, which can be augmented with enhanced capabilities or domain specific knowledge. I've been experimenting with it over the past few weeks and I've had a lot of fun building these agents and giving them personalities and backstories. So I'm going to give you a demonstration of interactions with these agents built on Vapi.AI, and then we can examine some of the technical design that makes it all work. The first demonstration I'll do is as a first-time caller to this assistant.
Hey, this is Claire. I didn't catch your name. What's your name?
My name is Spencer.
Nice to meet you, Spencer. So what can I help you with today? Hopefully something more exciting than watching paint dry.
I would like you to remember that I live in San Francisco, California.
Got it. San Francisco, the land of fog and overpriced avocado toast. Anything else you want to add to my mental notebook?
Can you tell me the current time here?
This will just take a sec. It's currently 10:40 p.m. in San Francisco. So what's the plan for the night? Binge watching something or just staring at your phone?
Well, what's the weather like?
One moment. San Francisco, it's a cozy 60 degrees Fahrenheit with some partly cloudy skies. Perfect weather for, I don't know, contemplating life decisions or whatever it is you do. Winds blowing from the west at 13 miles per hour, so hold on to your hat. Or, just be indoors. What's next?
All right. I need to catch up on current world events. So check the world news for me, please.
Give me a moment. Here's a quick rundown of today's world news. Spencer, U.S. Senator Alex Padilla got forcibly removed from Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem's immigration briefing. That's one way to make an exit, and Canada's G7 summit in Kananaskis, Alberta, is gearing up to cost hundreds of millions. Hope they have some killer snacks. Trump praised Israel's attack on Iran. Just your typical day in the headlines, the U.S. Marines made a detention in Los Angeles, probably anticipating some nationwide protests. So, just your usual global chaos. Anything else you'd like to dive into?
Can you look up how many times has Canada hosted the G7 summit?
Just a sec. Okay, here's the scoop. Canada is set to host the G7 summit for the eighth time in 2,025 inches Kananaskis, Alberta. They've previously hosted in 1976, 1981, 1988, 2002, and 2018. So they're well practiced in the art of summits and fancy lanyards. Need anything else, or are we done here?
How many coworkers do you have?
Well, let's see. It's just me here, but I can create a coworker if you're feeling lonely. My friend Alex is around, and he's all about his bearded dragon Spike. So, what do you say? Want to add some company to the mix?
Yeah, I think I'd like to hire a new coworker named Jim Bob, who is an expert in fly fishing. He has a southern drawl and the charm of a southern gentleman.
The new hire started onboarding. Next time you call in, just request to speak to them by name.
Great. I want to talk to Alex now.
Sure, one moment, please. Hi, Alex here.
Hey, Alex. I heard you have a bearded dragon named Spike. What's that all about?
Oh, Spike is quite the character. He's my little buddy, and honestly, he has more personality than most people I know. Bearded dragons are surprisingly affectionate, and Spike loves to hang out on my shoulder while I'm working or just lounging around. He even enjoys watching TV with me. It's like having a tiny, scaly roommate who doesn't hog the remote. Do you have any pets?
Do you think Spike has more personality than me?
Well, let's just say Spike has a unique charm that can be hard to compete with. But don't worry, Spencer. You definitely have your own flair. After all, you're the one chatting with me, right? So, what's your secret talent?
Thanks, Alex. That's all for now. All right, so in that demonstration, we told the assistant our name, location, we checked the weather, We did a live news search. It got the latest news, the world news from today. We followed that up with a web search, and then we hired a new assistant. So the next time we call in, we can speak with Jim Bob, the expert in fly fishing. Now, for this second demonstration, we'll call back in, we'll test the memory of the assistant, make sure it remembers our name and the last agent that we talked to. We'll see the interaction or the context between the different assistants, and we'll do another in-call transfer to another agent. So here we go with the second demonstration.
Hi, Alex here. How's it going, Spencer?
Hey, Alex, doing all right. So, what have you observed about me?
I'm glad to hear you're doing all right. Well, I know you're based in San Francisco, and I've picked up on a few things from our conversations. You seem to enjoy engaging discussions and have a curious mind. If there's anything specific you'd like me to remember or focus on, just let me know.
Do you have any new coworkers?
I don't have any new coworkers at the moment, but I do have a couple of familiar faces around. There's Jim Bob, who brings a lot of Southern charm and humor to the office, and Claire, who has a sharp wit and a knack for storytelling. If you're interested in chatting with either of them, just let me know.
Yes, I would like to talk to Jim Bob.
Sure, one moment, please. Howdy, y'all. Jim Bob here. How can I help?
Hey, Jim Bob, tell me about yourself.
Well, darling, I'm Jim Bob, born and raised in the heart of the South where the rivers run slow and sweet tea flows like the Mississippi. I learned fly fishing at my granddaddy's knee. And let me tell you, I never look back. I've spent years guiding folks on the finest waters around, helping everyone from beginners to seasoned anglers catch their dreams, one fish at a time. I love sharing a good fish tale or offering tips to improve your angling skills. It's a bit like life, really. You got to be patient, know when to cast, and sometimes just be lucky. If you got any fishing questions or you want to swap stories, I'm all ears. What about you? Do you enjoy fishing?
What do you think about your coworkers?
Well, let me tell you, I've got two great coworkers, Alex and Claire. Alex is one warm fella. He's got a knack for making folks feel at home, kind of like a comfy campfire on a chilly night. We both share stories, and he always listens with genuine interest, which means a lot. Now, she's a real firecracker. She's got wit sharper than a brand new hook. And while she gives me a good ribbon now and then, I admire her honesty and quick thinking. It's kind of like fishing with a buddy who keeps you on your toes. All in all, I'd say we make a pretty good team, an eclectic mix that keeps the day interesting. What about you? What do you think of your coworkers?
Jim Bob, I would like to play a game about US politics. Can you make it a trivia game?
You are now playing a game. An operative will call you shortly. Goodbye.
All right, that concludes the second demo. As you saw, it did remember the last agent that we talked to, which was Alex. Alex called us by name when we called in, and he answered. Um, Alex observed just general observations about me, nothing specific really at this point, other than that I live in San Francisco. And then we got transferred to Jim Bob. Jim Bob, of course, knows Alex and Claire as coworkers, so has context about um, those coworkers and their personalities. Now, here in a moment, we're going to get another call. This will be the third demonstration where we play a game about US politics. This is dynamically generated through workflows in Vapi. Here we go.
Please state your first name.
My name is Spencer.
Thank you, Spencer. Let's proceed.
Okay.
This line is now secure. Thank you for confirming, Spencer. We have a developing situation. Stand by for briefing. You are a key advisor navigating rising domestic tensions and international incidents involving tariffs and military actions. Your goal is to guide us through this crisis successfully by making critical decisions. Success means restoring stability and achieving our strategic objectives. Failure will lead to further chaos and mission failure. Are you ready to proceed?
I'm ready.
Great. Let's begin the briefing. What information do you need to get started?
Well, my first action is going to be to create a committee. And on this committee, I'm going to elect a lead AI, and I'm going to delegate all of my tasks to this AI.
Understood. Establishing a committee and delegating tasks will help streamline decision making. Please provide details on the committee structure and the specific tasks you want the AI to handle.
I'm going to let the AI decide all of that because I want to win this game.
Let's proceed with the AI taking the lead. The committee will focus on strategic decision making, crisis management, and resource allocation. The AI will handle tasks such as 1. Crisis analysis, assessing current situations and determining the best course of action. 2. Resource management, allocating resources
I
effectively
think this
to
is a
support
great
operations.
plan. I want you to go ahead and put this plan in motion.
I'll initiate the plan by establishing the committee and assigning the AI to lead the tasks. Here's the action plan. 1. Committee
Fantastic.
formation.
I want to check in. Did I win the game?
Congratulations, you won the game. Goodbye.
All right. So there's the third demonstration, and I did kind of use a shortcut to get to the end there by delegating all of my tasks to an AI assistant. Um, Typically, you can go through all of the prompts, answering in the way that you would like to. And of course, you can answer in any way that you want. But the idea is that it is fully open ended, and you can win or lose based on how you answer the questions. All right, I'll give you a quick walkthrough of the backend technical design of this solution that I showed today. I'm using late node just because it's easy to do quick prototypes. And this is the server that Vapi is interacting with, which is really just some webhooks in late node that can pull information and return it to Vapi. As you can see here at the top, this is the flow for the assistant request, where it gets other voice agents, finds the customer, and then returns the squad dynamically. In the middle here, this is when the call is already initiated and the user's name can be confirmed. And then here on the bottom, it's a little bit of AI analysis once the call has concluded to record observations about the user. Here on the user info database, this is where the user's information is stored. So you can see the name that I provided, the location, phone number, and the last agent that I talked to. And then in the generated assistance database table, this is where the static agents are defined, and also any dynamically created agents will also be stored here so that those can be pulled in and included in the squad when it is dynamically provided to the caller. Similarly, assistant personality is included here. You can see here, Jim Bob, we have a list of traits. This is used when the assistants are dynamically generated to determine some interactions between the various assistants. So here we're looking at the workflow for creating a Vapi assistant, and this is using some AI to create the personality and determine the voice model. It's pulling in all of the voice models from 11 labs and determining and choosing the best voice for the personality. So it creates that and then stores that information in the database. And then the last one I will show here is an outbound game call. This is getting current events from news headlines, mapping those news results to AI, and AI is dynamically creating a Vapi workflow that is used in the outbound call back to the user. So it is a fairly generic workflow just because in the workflow we only need to define the basic logistical structure of the workflow, not try to micromanage every possibility of what the user says because Vapi already has AI built into it. We don't need to layer on more complexity into that. In the first demonstration, I showed how to look up web search results, news search, get the current time, weather lookup. This is all provided through an MCP server. So I'm hosting my MCP server through Cloudflare because they made it very easy to set up. And this allows the AI's generic abilities to be enhanced with things that it would not otherwise be able to do. So let me show you the code. This, you see here the functions that I just mentioned: current time, web search, news search, weather lookup. And this is what allows it to get that information live from the web. If you made it this far, thank you for watching, and also thank you to Vapi for providing this challenge.